So look what I've got after a few minutes have gone by. So the water simmered down. I've the biscuits softened up enough where I was able to cube it up. This looks and smells really good. Good morning. Hey, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. It is a sunny yet cold morning here in Nebraska. Hey, I'm going to try something brand new. I recently went out to a gun show and picked up a couple mess kits, a World War I and a World War II mess kit. And I thought I'd go ahead and try to cook up a little bit of breakfast for myself. And I'm not going to be trying to duplicate what our vets went through, but kind of in honor, trying to get a feel for what life was like, and then we'll see how this journey goes. So let me go ahead and let me show you what I got. Okay, the first thing I want to show you guys is this World War I mess kit that I picked up. I will not be using this today. I'm going to be using the World War II one, but just kind of show you, it's like you flip open the handle like this, and then we've got the top lid. Come here. This one's a little snug. There we go. Okay. And so my understanding is that if they cooked with it, and I'm not sure they always did. I think a lot of times they had the quartermasters, they had chow halls for them to come up and they would go through line and fill it up. But they could like take this ring right here, lay it in place, and so you could put your food in here or maybe your bread or something like that there. But this is the World War I style. Now I'm going to be using the World War II style, so let me grab that. Okay, all right. So here's the World War II style. You might be more familiar with this one. Like the World War I one, you've got the handle snaps underneath, but the difference is for this top piece, see how it's got this divot, this separator? My understanding is that they would then take this loop, they would feed the handle through it like so, and then when they went through the line to pick up their chow, they could go ahead and put it in here. Okay, as far as rations go, based on what I've read, around World War I, when chemical warfare was introduced, then they had to kind of protect the food. Couldn't always be fresh, so you had things canned, or maybe in not MREs, the C-rats, K-rats, they were all wax covered and stuff to protect them. But one of the things that I understand is they always had canned meat. And over in Europe, corned beef was very popular. Well, this being March, St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. We're going to be doing a little bit of corned beef this morning. Now, what else? Some fun videos say, oh, they might go pick up some potatoes and carrots from a local farmer. Well, sure, if they were lucky, but I don't think that was all that frequent. Based on what I'm reading, it sounds like the guys in the front lines got stuck with eating the K and C rats all the time when they're only supposed to be for emergencies, but it was just too hard logistically to get out the fresh food to them. So they had these hard crackers. Now, prior to World War I, they made Hard Tack. So I made up some Hard Tack, which is just flour, a little bit of water, a little bit of salt, and you cook them. These biscuits are nothing like the biscuits that I made for cast iron cooking for biscuits and gravy. These bad boys, you can play hockey with them. These things are extremely hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook up a little bit of corned beef, and I'm going to soak this in a little bit of water and see if I can kind of make a little stew. This will be our starch and the beef. No fresh vegetables this morning. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so you can see I'm going to be using the Firebox Stove today just for my fire, just kind of control things a little bit. All right, so one interesting thing about this canned corned beef, it's got the old key on there. If you go back to the old C-rats, they had the same thing on the round container, so I thought that was at least cute as far as using a modern day convenience and still have some kind of connection, similarity to back in the old day. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and I'm going to slice up a few pieces of this corned beef, and let's see how she comes up. There we go. Right. Took a minute, but finally got that out of here. Took a minute, but I finally got the corned beef out of the can. Okay. And I'll save that for, I don't know, something else. But this is just an experiment for today. Sizzling already. Okay, this pan is made out of aluminum, so it won't take anything to burn. Get everything, so let's try to get a little bit of a browning on here. That Maillard reaction. This is carbon felt. I got that from the plumbing department at Home Depot. Well, actually I bought it online, but yeah, that's where you can get some if you want without ordering online. I'm just trying to get a little bit of texture on this. All right. What I'm going to do now is, quote, deglaze. So if there's anything stuck in the bottom, try to get those crispy bits at the bottom there. Now, now since we don't have potatoes and we're not robbing from a farmer here, let's go ahead and grab some of our hard tack. I don't know, I'll grab, let's go 2 pieces, I guess. We're gonna let that simmer in there. We're gonna see if that softens up and see what we get. All right, so this could take 10 minutes or so. So I'll bring you back in a bit. So look what I've got after a few minutes have gone by. So the water simmered down. I've the biscuits softened up enough where I was able to cube it up. This looks and smells really good. So let's take this off the fire and let's do a little taste test and see what we came up with. All right, folks, here we have it. This is my breakfast for today. Let's do a taste test here. That's really good. Corned beef is obviously corned beef. This brand has a little bit of sweetness, obviously plenty of salty. The Hard Tack, it's still got a bit of chew to it. Trying to figure out, I was watching a video called channel called the Townsends. They took a bunch of hardtack and they broke it up into pieces and they made a stew and it thickened up. But I'm wondering if I broke it up a bit more, it would be a bit more stewy, let out some of the starches to make a bit more of a gravy. But for first try, I'm pretty happy with this. So that piece right there, bit right through the middle of it. The outside's still a bit chewy, probably because that's where I was exposed to the heat the most when I cooked it up in the oven. But hey, not a bad first try. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this up, and we'll move on with our day. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all next time.